I think purely what causes banditry in our place, the root cause of it was injustice. There were a lot of injustices that were done on the planet, which causes this problem to spring.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video you're about to hear something that will shake many Nigerians to their core. Top northern leaders are now speaking boldly and they are exposing secret no one in power wants to admit. According to one influential governor, the real cause of banditry in the north isn't just poverty, it is injustice against the Fulani people. Yes, you heard that right. He said these people have been neglected for years, no education, no proper support, nothing. And from this deep frustration, banditry started, and now it has exploded into something far more dangerous. But here is the part that will leave you speechless. He called it a business. Yes, a full-blown money-making venture. In his words, with as little as 2,500 naira, you can recruit a youth into banditry. Imagine that. It is no longer just about guns and forests. This thing has partners in towns and cities, even houseboys, drivers, relatives, people very close to honest citizens who secretly be working with bandits. He warned that despite multiple peace talks and dialogues attempt in the past, negotiating with bandits failed because it was done from a position of weakness. And within the forest, there are over 100 separate camps, each with its own leader. So when the government talks to one group, the others keep operating. But here is what is even more disturbing. Some of these insiders allegedly include people in government and even within security agencies. Let that sink in. According to him, some people benefiting from the chaos do not really want this crisis to end. Another powerful northern voice added that Fulani communities have been abandoned. No healthcare, no education, no benefits from government. And now, these same people are being labeled criminals when they have never been given a fair shot at life. Police injustice be the match that lit the fire we are still suffering from today? Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
You are the chairman of the Northwest Governors. And we know that your predecessor had tried some option in speaking with some of the leaders of the bandits in asking them to drop their weapons, some of which some would say did not work. But from your own point of view, Northwest being a major hit from the bandits, what would you say you have found out as a possible solution in dealing with the banditry in the Northwestern region?
Yes, it's true what you said. Our predecessors have tried so many ways to have dialogue with this bandit and also to have a peace accord with this bandit. But what we came to understand is it doesn't work. Why didn't it work? Because of two major reasons. One is we have negotiated with those bandits at that time at a very weak point. Because if you want to succeed in any negotiation, you don't negotiate at the point of weakness. You negotiate with bandits at the point of strength. That is one. Secondly, what they did was it was more of a because in the camps, when you understand the terrain of the forest and the different camps that we have within those forests, like in Katsina, we have more than 100 different camps that is being led by somebody. So they have many leaders, many camps. So if you negotiate with camp A and B, if you didn't negotiate with camp C and D, it will not bring any lasting peace. And even if you negotiate with the leaders, the other followers of those leaders may not necessarily comply with the directives of their leaders. So that is what makes the negotiation with the bandit very, very difficult task in the northern part of the country. Like there are so many advocates for that. Nobody is saying that we shouldn't be having peace. Nobody said that we shouldn't go into negotiation. But what I said is I will never go into negotiation with any criminal at the point of weakness. So that was the reason why when we came on board, we set up Katsina Community Watch. We give them all the necessary support in collaboration with the conventional security agencies that we have in the state. They are doing excellently well, and we have reduced the level of insecurity very well. And if the bandits are now ready to come for negotiation sincerely and in a very holistic manner, we'll be ready to do it. But before then, another way we want to tackle this insecurity is to also improve on the well-being of the people. providing good governance, accountability, and transparency, making people to believe in the government, because the problem we have in Nigeria is a lot of the followers, they don't believe in the sincerity of the leaders. So what we are trying to do is to bring about confidence back into the people, to make them believe that we are there for them and we are ready to support them and we are ready to do everything possible to support the development of our people. That is why we are trying to fight poverty the way it's supposed to be.
There are those who opine that there are those who are politically funding or fueling the air of insecurity and banditry in the northern region of the country. Do you agree? And I mean, what would you say is the major air that is making this banditry thrive?
Thank you very much. There are so many insinuations as to what causes the banditry in our region. But to me, and to my understanding, and from the little knowledge I have, being the governor of the state for almost a year now, I understand that the issue of the hypothesis behind political motives about banditry is not true. I think purely what causes banditry in our place, the root cause of it was injustice. There were a lot of injustices that were done on the planet, which causes this problem to spring over time. This thing has been with us for a very long time, and it has started small and it has grown big now. And then there are some collaborators from the houses who are staying within the towns, who are serving as the providers of logistics to those bandits. But the issue of the hypothesis behind there is some foreigners involved, there are some people from the foreign land that are coming to inflict this thing on our people is purely a political statement by some people who just want to use that as a political goal to them. And the issue of security. Then secondly, what also causes the recruitment under the logistics services for the bandit was as a result of poverty. Because surprisingly, with 2,000, 5,500 naira, you can be able to convince some of the youth to join into this exercise, which brings about money. And now it has turned out to be a business venture for the criminals, and the business venture for also some people who are in government, and some people who are in the security outfit, and some people who are being responsible for day-to-day activities of their people. Because these are so many reasons why that this banditry were unable to bring an end to it. Because you may not know who among those people that are surrounding you. It may be your driver, it may be your houseboy, it may be your blood brother, it may be your father, it may be your younger brother. So it can be anybody. Because we have caught so many people who are saddled with responsibility for people involved in this criminality. So this is something that is making it very, very difficult to fight.
All right.
Because you don't know whom you are fighting with. Because people surrounding you may be involved.
I mean, do you believe it's Nigerian sort of herders who are going around displacing communities and killing people?
Let me give you the history of what happened.
Right.
The Fulanis have been neglected for quite a long time, for over 100 years. Nobody cares to provide education to the Fulanis. Nobody cares to provide health services to Fulanis. Nobody cares even to get them settled in one particular area. All what the government is doing, the Fulani man is not involved. And once they commit any offense, they go to the court and they are charged exorbitantly. And it is this exorbitant charges.
And you think they're the only ones
it is this injustice,
right,
this injustice that has made the Fulani to act in the way they are doing now. Certainly it's wrong, but it is what I can call prolonged neglect by the government.
They've been pushed to the wall.
Yeah, they have been pushed to the wall.
Right.
To the extent that their animals have been stolen. At times, their children are killed, mother and father are killed, and they are left with nothing. They are stateless people, they are homeless people, they live in the bush, and they have been dispossessed of their belongings, of what I can call their livelihood. So it is this kind of injustice that made the Fulanis to behave in the way they are doing.
So in that respect, ranching would be good for them.
Yeah, ranching will be good for them if it is properly done. If it's properly, ranching is good for them, no doubt. I'm not opposed to ranching.
What about the argument, Senator, that's been made by the Miyetti Allah?
Let me land.
Okay.
The issue of saying Fulanis are brought from somewhere to vote for Buhari against Jonathan is totally false.
Right.
During election, our borders are normally closed. And
well, I mean, Nigeria has porous.
Before you vote, you should. Let me tell you, before you vote, you must have what you call voters register. And this voters register must have been done maybe 2-3 years ago. Fulani don't stay in one place. They move from one place to another. And you hardly see, they don't even vote. Nigerian Fulani, they don't even vote. Except some of them that are settled in one place.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a false accusations. It's a false allegation they're making.
So basically, the people who are moving around with AK-47 assault rifles are Nigerian.
Most of them are Nigerians.
Right. Okay.
Most of them.
But they're getting access to these guns.
There might be some foreigners among them. One cannot rule it out. But I can assure you, 90% of them are Nigerians.
Right, okay.
Yes.
What about the argument that's been made by the Miyetti Allah Association suggesting that the species of cattle found in Nigeria are not suitable for ranching? Is that an argument that you subscribed? Because that's an argument they made the last time in their opposition to ranching.
All kinds of species are good for ranching.
Right.
If you go to any particular ranch, you either get cows for beef or cows for milk. So cows for milk, there are special species for that. Cows that are mainly for beef, there are special species for that. And this is done in most advanced countries where ranching is done. So even in Nigeria, if we want to do it, our Nigerian breed is very good for beef.
Right.
And there are some that are good for milk production. Some of the farmers in Nigeria go as far as Brazil to get species to bring it into Nigeria. Some don't even do that. They do crossbreeding. When they do that, they will get close to about 70% if they crossbreed with Nigerian cows, simply because they want milk or they want a cow that can give them a lot of beef.
Right.
Yes.
So you raised a point of order in the National Assembly. Well, actually, you've talked about that. The whole idea of the right to move across Nigeria without any hindrance.
Yes.
Yeah, you've spoken about that.
Yes.
Do you intend to fight this bill to the end, or are you looking for modifications to the bill? In other words, I know you've raised the question of its legality and so on. But
yes, whatever will make us have peace in Nigeria,
right,
I will wholeheartedly support it. But I will not support any legislation that discriminates against our people. It is wrong, it's unconstitutional, it's unfair, it's unjust, and I will oppose it any day.
Let's look at the Fulani question clearly.
Yes.
Where is the Fulani question taking Nigeria?
Well, there's only one way it is taking Nigeria, is to destroy the country, to destroy the space. Well, it has destroyed the country, and that's why I say we have now a space, is to take over that space and drive away, kill as many as they can kill, rape as many as they can rape, do whatever, plunder as many as much they can, and take ownership of a place that never belonged to them. That is where they are taking Nigeria to. And the resistance that will follow their ambition, their nefarious plans, is that will bring now the confrontation that will nail the coffin of a place they used to call Nigeria.
It will nail it?
Oh yes, certainly.
There's already a coffin?
Certainly. There's no doubt in my mind. The Fulani they may be politically savvy because of their advisors in Britain and US. They are too unintelligent to want to take over the space called Nigeria. They are too unintelligent to think that they can ever become owners of this place. It's just not possible.
Is that not a conspiracy
Intelligent
theory?
people will not attempt. Any intelligent people who cannot take over ordinary Biram in Plateau State, who have tried for more than 25 years and they have not been able to conquer Biram, just Biram, and take it over, who have never dared to attack a single village in Lantan, will now dream that they can overrun the entire Igbo land or overrun a Yoruba land.
But where is that theory coming from?
Which theory?
This theory of Fulani wanting to take over our land. Is it not a conspiracy theory that might tear us apart?
No, it's not a conspiracy theory. They tried in Plateau. Plateau is almost 100% a Christian place. Bauchi is about 80% Christian. Nasarawa is about 90% Christian. Niger State is about 60% Christian. Let's see what is there now. Benue had been completely ravished. Kogi State is under continuous attack. And they come, they displace the people there, they settle there. When you go to Sango Katav has virtually become a Fulani enclave, which wasn't so 20 years ago. It wasn't so during the time Lekwot gave them resistance. What I'm saying, therefore, is that the way they have plundered Benue, that people there can no longer go to their farms, they go into the houses, kidnap, rape, so on and so forth. The plan is to continue, once they will have taken over the whole place, is now to move downward south. They've now moved to the east, they've moved to south, they've been killing people in Delta, they're doing the same thing in Yoruba land. Let me land. You can now see that it is the same pattern. That was the way it started when between 1804 and 1880, Yumfa, the supreme head of the Hausa kingdoms, of the Hausa 7 kingdoms, were massacred, and they took over and then installed emirs in these places. And they've not relented. It's the same dream that they want to continue now that they had a man who had greater sympathy for their cause than they ever had.
Then what is unique about the Fulani that gives the Fulani the boldness to make the attempts you have just described, which the Sultan will not agree with you?
I know Sultan now, they've now seen, that's what I'm saying, they've now seen that it's not possible, that they're just being stupid and misguided by their few leaders who are selfish and ignorant. Who are you? 6 million of you. Who are you? What is it that's emboldening you that you continue this murderous?
And most of them are in their 17, 18, 19, early 20s and early 30s. Very brutal. They rape women. They burn down houses. They attack churches, attack mosques, attack commuters, extort money from farmers. Farmers have to pay fines and taxes to go to farms. Their activities has destroyed agriculture in northern part of Nigeria. Their activities have destroyed cattle rearing in northern Nigeria. Their activities has destroyed education in northern Nigeria. Many schools are closed down. You have a duty, a responsibility as educated Fulanis, of which we are, to reach out to your people that crime does not pay. 10 to 15 years on banditry has not produced one billionaire among the bandits. It has destroyed the life of Fulani. It has even destroyed the image and reputation of Fulani people. Because every Fulani that is seen now is being seen to be a bandit. They are Fulani doctors. They are Fulani lawyers. They are Fulani engineers. They are Fulani architects. They are Fulani professors all over Nigeria. They are Fulani businessmen. But criminality of these bandits that are mostly Fulani has destroyed the name, the image, the reputation of every Fulani man. How does that help us? How? Don't take lightly your mission. Your mission is very important. It's important for the peace, for the unity, for the progress and security of Nigeria. Northern part of Nigeria used to be one of the most peaceful parts of this country here. But you know what? If you see your face now, someone will think you're a bandit. Looking at you now, someone will think you're a bandit. Just because your ethnic group are involved in it. So I will use this opportunity to assure you of my own full support. You should go to every nook and cranny meet your people, tell them that we don't want banditry in northern Nigeria. We don't want kidnapping in northern Nigeria. We don't want their activities that has been destroying our image, our reputation as the people in northern Nigeria.